All right. Hey, 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 y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is today? I think today is Monday. All right. We're losing sight of what day of the week it is. But I'm hopping on to talk to families. Nicole Cooper here. And I'm hopping on to talk to all of you families who have kids in the home today and you have no idea what to do with them. I know that the school systems, well, this would have been spring break anyway, and the school system is trying to figure out how people are going to get your kids up and running and get them going and how y'all are going to function in society right now, or function in the house. So I want to give you guys a little bit of insight and advice. And I've been homeschooling. This was my first year homeschooling, so I want to share with you guys a little bit of tips. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Paula. So I want to share with you guys a little bit of tips of things that you can do with your kids to maintain your sanity. And then I'm also going to share with you guys some things that I'm going to be doing with my kids so that I can probably do it with you guys, right? That I can actually help you. So here's what I'm seeing. I'm in different groups. There's a couple of them where people just created new groups for all of these parents at home with their kids. And I'm already seeing folks stressed out. Like, it has not even been a full day yet of your kids being in the house. And people are stressed out because they're trying to get their kids to kind of recreate school at home. And if your schools have not set up the foundation yet for how they're going to do this online learning and all of that, you're trying to replace it. Then I also see all these schedules circulating around about how to get your kids on a schedule. Let me share with you guys some insight and advice from a mom who did homeschooling this year that was stressing myself out with how to get this schedule going. Because if you guys don't, if you don't, if you're not careful, you're going to end up creating unnecessary chaos and stress for everybody in an already existing stressful situation. Okay. So here's the thing, I get it that everybody wants their kids on these rigorous schedules, right? You're like, okay, they're supposed to be in school. They need to be going from this. But let's take into consideration a few things. Right now, the kids are just as stressed out as you are. Everybody's kind of in this pace and movement of like, what the heck is happening right now? Our normal schedule, our normal plan, our normal process of doing things has changed. And so a lot of us are trying to figure out how to replace school. So one of the concepts that I've learned, because I used to be fussing and stressed out with the kids, trying to force them to want to learn. And when the kids are at home, y'all, they got a mindset that I'm at home and I'm chilling. Like, it's hard unless you have an environment that is set up for them to do school. It gets hard for them to know how to adjust. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of tips that I've learned. If your kids are good, if they're like ready to learn and you guys kind of have a schedule, set up a zone for them to learn. I know that we had to take out our dining room furniture. We live in a small place, and we had to create a homeschool room where they're able to get work done. That's an isolated place. But here's some tips that I want to recommend. If you know that, like, right now everybody's kind of a little under stress and duress, look up a concept called unschooling. Okay, unschooling. Unschooling is essentially unlearning, not really trying to, like, you give the kids the freedom to choose a subject and let them kind of engage in that, right? That's essentially what it is. It's the ability for them to say, okay, one of the subjects that I learned at school is X, Y, and Z. And this is the subject matter that I want to learn. And you let them start picking stuff. So here's what I'm doing for my kids, right? My kids, we went and got this book from the library. This is called the STEM Lab. Now, my kids love science and they love, like, experiments. So one of the things that I'm having them do is go through this book and actually like identify things that they want to do. So let me show you guys some examples, because I know this is the kind of stuff that they get excited about. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go pick up the supplies to get this going, and then we're going to do it and create a YouTube video out of it. They've been asking to do a YouTube channel. And you say good morning?
Hello. Good morning.
They've been asking to do a YouTube channel, and they love doing like crafts and experiments. And so I'll show you guys like an example. So this is like a, let's see, I have all stuff. I had them just go through the book. But you see that? Like this little wind turbine thing. This is actually made out of cardboard, right? Cardboard and paint. in like a plastic bottle. It's I don't know if it's a plastic bottle, but it's like there's different things that you can help them do that is fun and exciting. Like they're not gonna want to have a rigorous, crazy schedule right now in a stressful time, right? They're not gonna want to. It's going to be hard. They're going to be a little uneasy right now. There's a shift in the environment, and it's kind of hard to throw them in all of a sudden they're at home. They can't go nowhere. They're not with friends, and then be like, this is gonna be school today. Like, don't stress yourself out. I saw somebody just put a post up, and she was her 4-year-old, her 7-year-old. She was trying to get them to do some work, and she was like, it's already starting. One of them told me, I hate you, Mom, and the other one slammed the door in her face and was like, I hate this. I'm like, we ain't even got into day one yet, right? And so don't stress yourself out trying to force school at home. Find some fun things. So like I was saying, and for those of you that just joined us, I had like this little STEM book. So one of the things that you can do is figure out what your kids love. What do they love to do? Because I went and told Chloe yesterday because she was like, Mom, I'm bored. I was like, all right, let's create a wish list of things that you want to do and let's do them. And so what were some of the things you said you wanted to do, Chloe?
Have a girls' day.
She wanted a girls' day.
Make smoothies, make cookies.
She wanted to bake cookies. She wanted to do face masks. All those things are learning opportunities, right? Baking cookies is teaching them math, like they have to learn proportions, right? Facial mask is hygiene. You have different things, but give your kids a chance to kind of create a list of things that they would like to do because you guys are in the house with them. So this is a time to spend time with them. This is your time to do things. I know we started doing this thing called the Marble Run with Carson, where we have bought this little supply thing.
Y'all want to see the result?
You going to go get it? We're still working on it. It's like a little roller coaster, so it's not finished. But he really enjoyed it. He didn't even want to stop. This was at Costco. This is it right here. It's called Marble Run, right? And this is us building it. Like we're still trying. Oh, here it is. We're still trying to build it. It's like a little thing that you construct. They take all the little parts. We're still building it. It's a project that we're working on. But we were building this the other day, and he was like, Mom, I don't want to stop. Let's keep going, right? So right now is not the time to stress your kids out, really, and trying to force feed them to be on this crazy rigor if your school has not transferred them over yet. But if you can find some things that the kids would enjoy to keep them occupied, and then as the school is dishing out, different types of things that they need to complete, then create an environment, a specific room for them to actually get their work done, work with them on it. They have a really good schedule floating around on, let them do their work, but then do some exercise, go outside and go for a walk, do some crafts, do some different things that are going to give them an opportunity to like unwind, right? It's going to be really hard for kids to take on the stress of all this change and transition. And then we're trying to like force feed them into this crazy rigor. Now, for those who are higher learning, right, their kids, you guys are finishing out your school year, high school students and stuff like that, and they have specific requirements and stuff that they need to get done. Of course, those things are different based on the age group of the child. But, for those who have younger children, you have a little bit more flexibility into the scheduling. And there are specific things that they enjoy doing. I would just say, find what they enjoy and then try to help them come up with some different ways in which they can actually do that as work to keep them occupied. Otherwise, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this was something people had to teach me, is you'll stress yourself out trying to force things in a stressful situation. And so I had to learn the whole unschooling process. Now, this all depends on if your school has given you guys resources or not. Like, I don't know where the schools are with what they've supplied because all these decisions were made on, hey, Lisa. Hey, Mommy. I see you hop on here, Ma. I've seen this all just happened on Friday, right? So all the schools are trying to figure out. There are some resources that I'm sharing on my page. You have 20 things that you can do virtually. Some of them is like go through museums. I put them on my page. You have over 250 plus schools that are going to be providing training resources for students. I know I put LaShanta, she is based out of Jacksonville. She is like a tutor for math. If you have kids who are in middle school and high school, go on my page, look up LaShanta. I think LaShanta's last name is Holiday. She's going to be doing like algebra and trigonometry, like algebra, calculus, trig workshops at 12 Eastern on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to start sending out a resource list. There is a ton of free workbooks out here, okay? So if you go to, I think it's called k5learning.com or something like that, but go look up the grade of your child. And then, so it might be like if your child, like my kids are elementary school and middle, right? So if your child is grade 2 and you want spelling words, then you can go to just Google grade 2 spelling words, and then they'll pop up if you want to give them some flashcards. You know, make it fun. One of the things that Chloe used to do with spelling words is she would draw pictures with the word so that she can remember the word. She's a very crafty child. So if your kid is crafty and they like drawing and doodling, let them do a fun exercise let them do something fun with that exercise, okay? Another thing that I want to recommend that you guys look into, what's the name? I think it's called outschool.com or outschooling. They have a ton of different workshops on there. So I'm going to give you guys, like I said, put on my blog a list of resources for kids that are at home that they can use, that they can actually take classes for. But there's classes that your kids can be taking right now. I'm personally thinking about doing a class to show you guys how we're going to launch the kids' YouTube channel so that you guys can see ways that we can launch a YouTube channel for kids. How do you pick the subjects? How do you record? How do you upload? How do you edit? Right? Me and Chloe were talking about, she loves graphic design. So she's often sitting over my shoulder, learning how to do graphic design with things like Canva. Okay. So there's a lot of different things that can be, that are available that will keep your kids intrigued, but don't stress yourself out or stress them out. If there's no transference of information right now from the schools, and you're like trying to force yourself to make Monday be Monday, like as if they were at school today, and you're finding that it's not working, y'all take a chill pill, regroup and find an alternative way to make this process fun. We don't know how long we are going to be indoors. And, there's nothing worse than everybody uptight and angry. I know in my house, we live in a small house, right? And so I know once we start fussing, everybody got an attitude and it's just a bad mood and the tension is bad, right? No, don't nobody want to do nothing. So we have to be very mindful of like, all right, how do we want to start this day? What are some of the things that will keep the kids occupied? What is going to make them feel better? What are some of the things that they will be engaged in? So what I am going to do, I am taking experiments from here. This is a book we got from the library. We luckily raided the library before they shut down. So I have so many books that I got for my kids because we homeschool. So I had already gotten a bunch of books for them. And so with this, I'll be sharing with you guys some of the different things that we are going to do. And if you guys want to join in with us, we're going to record it because we are going to be putting them, start their YouTube channel. Okay. We've been talking about doing a YouTube channel for 10 years, forever. I'm exaggerating, but I'm going to do a YouTube channel and give this as an opportunity for the kids to start sharing with other kids. So for example, here's something that we're going to be doing. Carson picked this one. I had him go through and like fold down the pages of stuff that he wanted to do. This is called a bubble tower, and it has like the ingredients and stuff like that. So I'm going to be sharing like the ingredients. This one is kind of weird. You use like red cabbage and stuff. I'm like, oh, we need food. But there's different things that we have, and I'll be sharing with you guys the list of stuff to do. And I'm going to go to the dollar store today while they are still open and probably spend about $20 to $25 on some supplies. Some of the stuff you already have in your closet, like scissors and measuring cup, baking soda, right, vinegar. We have those core things. It might be a few different supplies that you might need to get it done. And so I'll be sharing with you guys what they are, and y'all can join us. We can do some Zooms. I have like a Zoom chat where we can get together and we can do the science experiment together with the kids. I think it'll be pretty fun. But I just want to encourage you guys, like, don't stress yourself out. This is all new. Carson, can you turn that down, please? Don't stress yourself out trying to force feed all of this stuff to look like it normally looks. It's new for all of us. The unknown is there. The kids are feeling the tension and the stress, and they have just as many question marks as we do. Like, my kids keep asking me a ton of stuff. Like, okay, mommy, when this is over, are we going to get us a house? Mommy, can we go here? Can we do this? Tomorrow, can we go to Urban Air? Tomorrow, they're asking me all these questions. And the normal routine is just not the normal routine right now. And so hopefully these tips help you guys. There are some different homeschool groups that are sharing resources. If you guys are interested in becoming a part of it, where people are exchanging information. I know this lady just started one called Surviving Homeschool. And this is for people who are all kind of transferring into this whole new homeschool life. And it's a great support group. So I'm not starting one. There's no need to. There's a lot of resources out there. I will just be sharing with you guys some of the experiments that we're going to be doing. But if you want to go into that group, I will put the link in the bottom of these comments so that you can go ahead and join us on that. And then me and the kids will go ahead and when we start doing these experiments, our house is so small. I'll be honest with you. I'll be so embarrassed. Like, we'll have no room nowhere, right? So I was like, we got to set it up so that we have room to do these science experiments, because we live in a very small place right now. And so we'll make some adjustments, and we'll turn the camera on, and we can do these experiments together. I'll be putting a list out there if you guys have time to go to a Dollar Tree. Yes, sweetheart. What's your question?
Can we start a gaming channel?
Carson wants to start a gaming channel.
I'm playing Fortnite right now.
Does anybody have kids who play Fortnite? He wants to play Fortnite with some people. If you have kids that play Roblox or Fortnite, Carson wants to play with them. Anybody got your kids? Let us know. We can have a little Fortnite group. They can play together.
In the chat.
In the chat. He said in the chat. And you guys let me know. So anyway, I'm going to, kids and I are going to finish putting this list together. And we'll be sharing with you guys, if you have these resources at home, some of the stuff you can do with the stuff you have in your house. Some of it you may have to pick up a few items, like some glue if you don't have it, or, some paint. I'm just going to go to Dollar Tree. We have a Dollar Tree here that has a lot of stuff, really good stuff. I'm going to go there before they shut it down, and then I'll share it with you guys. All right, so hopefully this helps you guys, and if it does, share it with some other people. I'm going to put some comments down below, and, praying for y'all to maintain your sanity. Don't lose your sanity trying to, go cuckoo. I'll be doing cooking classes with the grands. So, Lisa, maybe you should turn your camera on. Listen, y'all, if you have a skill set right now that other people can benefit from, get you a Zoom account. They're offering free Zoom accounts. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I know, for educators, it's Zoom, ZOOM .us, I think is the address, right? And what Zoom is you can do conferences. You can turn your camera on. Everybody can see each other. And y'all can work together, right? I actually wanted to do it this morning for a workout. And that's another thing. Me and the kids, it's freezing here in Memphis. It's only 48 degrees. I wanted to take them outside on the tennis court, and we use this app. There's two apps, Onyx, ONYX, and then the Nike Training Club app. Okay, you don't have to pay. They do have a premium version, but you can use the free version. And they give you exercises that you can do as a family, right? So you turn your phone on and they walk you through these different exercises. You can link it to your iTunes or in your music, and it'll play. And it's really cool. It does a countdown. So that's something that I'm going to do with them in a second. But it's you could just get Zoom and turn your camera on and start doing stuff with other people, because this isolation is kind of rough, right? It's we want to go outside and play. We're people and human beings that like to connect. So to help give, my daughter yesterday was like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Who do I talk to? And I'm like, all right, let's create a wish list, and we'll turn on the Zoom, and y'all can participate with us. We'll turn on the camera, and we'll do some YouTube live streams, and we'll build out their YouTube channel. I looked at the top earners yesterday for YouTube from 2019, and the number one and number two earner, I think they were number one and number two. The number one earner is Ryan. Everybody knows him. He is 8 years old. He made $26 million last year. And then there's another little girl from Russia. She's 5, and she made $18 million. And they did just doing fun stuff. And I was like, I've known this for many, many years. And I don't know what the climate is going to be moving forward. But guess what? We're going to turn this YouTube channel on, and we're going to make this work. So y'all can just join in. I'll share it with you guys. We're gonna go run the Dollar Tree in a minute, and then I'll share. No, you don't have to go. So anywho, that's that. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you want to know what that group is, I'll put it at the bottom. Also, for those of you who, I did a training last night on 10 ways for you to corona-proof your income. It was actually a really therapeutic. Turn it down, Carson. It was a really therapeutic class that helped a lot of people, and it was a blessing. It just felt really good coming together and talking through solutions during this time instead of getting so caught up in the challenges and the struggle and the problems. If you guys want to get access to the replay, I'm setting it up as a pay what you can. This is not about profiteering off of people. It's about the ability to help give you guys resources to guide you through this season. So we're going to have a pay what you can. I am going to be sending out that link shortly if you want to get access to the replay. It was actually really, really good. I showed 10 ways that you can be making money right now from home immediately. Like literally, we showed people all these different resources that you can tap into immediately, where people are posting jobs right now saying help, 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 help. So if you want access to that, you can just DM me or put a comment below and I'll send it to you. Or you can just go to NicoleScooper.com/10 ways and type in the coupon code BLESSED, BLESSED, and it'll be like $20 or something like that. But if you need help and you need it much cheaper, I'll give you a pay what you can, y'all. It's not about profiteering off of folks. It's about being a resource. So anywho, I am going to, I'll be sending that out shortly. I'll keep you guys posted. T, I'll send you the info so you can get access to it, okay? And Sky, I see you on here. I owe you an email. I'm going to DM you. All right. So anywho, I'm wrapping up, y'all, and I'll keep you posted. All right. Keep your sanity. All right. Bye.